Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. And we are pleased to be joined by the first Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Series driver to join the podcast, the one, the only Doug Barnes. How's it going, my man?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing good. So you're going to be back going racing this weekend. What's that going to be like for you?
I'm excited. We talked a little bit last night, and like I said, in 17 years of racing, I don't think I've ever been as excited, for this race weekend. Every single day, I just getting jittery, antsy, just walking around, waiting to get out there in a race car. Just excited.
Okay, so for many people that don't know who you are, there is one moment from last year that many people got attention, and probably if this ever comes up, it'll probably be part of Clint Boyer's Put It Out segment. But tell us how you got the nickname Air Doug.
Well, pretty much last year, me and my rival, Tyler Hughes, we got into a wreck, and, you'll hear different sides from each story, but pretty much I think he intentionally wrecked me, and then I wound up on the outside of turn 2 wall, and I wasn't really sure what happened, and my spotter came over the radio. Man, the 8 car wrecked us again. I look up, and the guy that's, gotten me a bunch of times is sitting right in front of me, and I lost my cool pretty much. Before you know it, I was up on top of the wall running, and I wanted to fight, but there's people in the window, and I don't know, I just decided to do what I did, and I leaped onto the windshield of his car.
So, looking back, how long has it been since that happened?
I think it was August of last year, so it's been a while.
I'm sure you've had a lot of time, to think about what happened there. Do you regret doing that?
I was texting with somebody yesterday or 2 days ago, I'm sorry. And they said, if you hadn't done what you did, then the narrative would have been, Tyler tried to kill you pretty much. And, that's right. Cause he took my car out for no reason, but, I did what I did. I feel like I played it off pretty well. I owned up to it. I didn't, try and make excuses pretty much. I did what I did. And, I think I would have kept it verbal and looking back on it instead of jumping onto the car, because it did not tickle. And then, the hate that I got on social media was, it wasn't a fun thing to deal with. But I also had a lot of love. So shout out to everybody that was supporting me during that. But I think I just would have kept it verbal looking back on it.
Yeah. Okay. So you're 23 years old. So besides being part of this series, what else do you do during the week?
Work with my family's paving company pretty much every day, and then exercise outside of that. You got to be in shape for the racing season. So I don't know if I'm overtraining now. I've actually kind of slacked off this last week, which is probably the worst time to slack off. I'm about to go racing, but I've been working hard all off season, so I feel like I'm in a good spot going forwards.
So I know you. Where are you racing this week?
We're racing at Dominion Raceway. It's in I think Thornburg, Virginia.
Okay, so it's so how many times have you raced there?
Pretty much since they opened in 2016, I've ran just about every race there. Give or take a few races during last season, and then I actually didn't run at all during the 2018 season. But 2016, I ran the entire season. 2017, we ran the entire season and won the championship. Same with 2019, we won the chip again. And then last year we ran a majority of the races as well. Yeah.
So where do you see kind of this racing career going, or do you want to maybe advance into maybe drive trucks, Xfinity one day, or ARCA, or do you just like where you're at right
now? I would love to, and I think everybody has the goal of becoming a NASCAR driver. They want to be in the top 3 series, but it's a sport on the outside looking in, but when you're on the inside of NASCAR, it's not as pretty as it looks. It's just all about your money. And where we're at right now, I'm comfortable being, because we're competing for wins every single week. No matter where we go, we're going to be a front runner. We're going to be competing for wins. And I really enjoy doing that. I would much rather take 30 late model races where we could win every single one of them over 10 truck races where I'm guaranteed you know, I'm competing for a top 20 finish pretty much. And I don't want to do that. I'm competitive. I want to win. You're not making any money running back there. And, you know, I would love to be in the top 3 series, but I'm cool where I'm at right now.
Yeah. So let's get to know you a little bit, because a lot of people may not know about, well, maybe, but so, okay. So what is your favorite all-time racing movie
For myself or spectating?
for yourself?
Okay. um, I would probably say winning the big one last year is up there as one of my favorite moments.
Yeah.
That was the big race at Dominion. And we had the opportunity to win a bunch of the races prior to that. This is all after the Air Doug situation. We had the opportunity to win probably 5 or 6 races after coming back. And, one thing after another kept happening. We got a lot of seconds, got wrecked at the end a few times. And then to go out there and to beat Peyton Sellers, that's the man. To beat him in a big race like that, it was obviously the biggest win of my career. But it was really relieving to say, I'm not going anywhere. This is what I do. I always wanted to win a big race like that, so to finally check it off the list was a big goal for me.
Yeah. Overall, what's your favorite go-to place for food?
For food?
Yeah, man.
Jeez, man, probably Chipotle. Me and my girlfriend tear up Chipotle. I probably, again, kind of like with the gym thing, I haven't been going there that much this week, but there was a time where I was going to Chipotle probably like 3 times a week easily.
It's because Chipotle is good stuff and it's, somewhat healthy.
So, that's true. There you go.
What's your favorite TV, Netflix, Hulu show?
This might be a bit of a girly answer, but me and my girlfriend are pretty big into American Horror Story right now. So I've been watching a lot of that. And,
is it good?
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. It started out being something that, I think the last season was on the front page of Netflix a little while ago. And, we just decided to give it a try. And before you know, we were watching every season, every night before we go to bed. So I'm kind of stuck on that right now.
Yeah. What is, and what's something people don't really know about you, Doug?
I don't know. I feel like I don't put a lot out there, but I also do at the same time. Geez, I don't know. That's a good question. I guess maybe I'm pretty athletic. I feel like a lot of race car drivers, they're kind of not athletic in a way. They're in race shape is what I call it. I think race shape and athleticism are 2 separate things. So I'm pretty athletic. I'm good at a bunch of different sports, but I don't really know if you would call that cool. But that's the only thing that I could think of off the top of my head.
Oh, it's okay. Well, you never know. You never know what someone may not know about you. But anyway, Doug, thank you so much. Good luck this weekend, and thanks for coming on. And let's
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. For sure.